Riot, what are you guys doing? You're not supposed to buff the champions I like. Have you guys gone mad? Well, in any case, yeah, Riot has decided to buff Braum and Jarvan. So let's start with Braum. You can see all the numbers above my head here. They buffed his... I'm not going to go over Braum too much because, you know, I enjoy Braum, but, you know, it's relatively basic and the implications aren't as significant here. But, yeah, they buffed the base damage on his Q sum. So I believe a long time ago, I think they nerfed it a little bit and it's kind of slid back up. Lowered the mana cost a bit because Braum is kind of expensive to, you know, mana-wise to use in lane. It's, I don't know, it's interesting that they're buffing him specifically. I thought he's just like a really great support still. I don't know. But whatever, they're buffing Braum. That's fine. More interestingly, since it seems like such a minor thing on such a level, and it probably seems like such a big deal to me specifically because, you know, I play Jarvan a lot and I find it weird that he's just getting this buff here. I mean, he's been nothing but nerfed in very slight increments for a while now. But yeah, they've lowered the cooldown on his E, which again doesn't seem so massive, but his mobility and the ability to sort of jump on and kill people and CC and basically everything hinges around the fact that his E cooldown is so high, which sort of kept him in check in my opinion for a while now. So this now levels. It used to be 13, or currently on live is 13 seconds at all levels. Now it scales down to a total of 10 seconds. Because, you know, it never matches up with his Q cooldown, you know, typically. Unless you... Well, yeah, basically it never did. But, yeah, you know, so you do this whole EQ combo thing. And then his Damascene Standard is on cooldown for a really long time, and it doesn't come back. Now, of course, it stays up long enough that you can actually Q to it twice. So, I mean, for the purposes of, you know, in an actual team fight, it's not the biggest thing ever, so long as you can keep people in like the same spot. That was part of the trick of Jarvan, is to trick people to stand on your flag and you get a second Q on them and stuff like that, and you knock them out twice. Now of course it's a bit easier, you know, you can reposition again and stuff like that, but it's usually in the chase and just kind of getting away. So many times playing Jarvan, it's just like the cooldown is, you know, 0.5 seconds away from, you know, getting away over this wall or something. You're just stuck on one side because the cooldown just didn't quite come back, or someone just barely gets away, and stuff like that. So that should be an interesting little change there. Incidentally, if you get any cooldown reduction at all, I'll just show you guys, because Misfortune is killing my base at the moment. So if you get any cooldown reduction at all, let's say just, you know, Black Cleaver and also whatever stuff like that.
Find me greater foes.
This thing goes down at 20 cooldown reduction, goes down to 8 seconds. So you can actually keep the flag up permanently. See the flag? It's going to go down just kind of like barely, but it's still there, and then as soon as it goes down, another one just comes up, back up. So you basically have permanently buffed stats if you know, you can manage the mana and just keep it up all the time. Incidentally, of course, it doesn't have to be Black Cleaver if you're more defensive in terms of how you like to build Jarvan. It could be a Frozen Heart. Now, anything more than 20% cooldown reduction is kind of a bit extreme, in my opinion. But, you know, if you're... Tank Jarvan is another kind of build. I don't like it. I don't do it. I build, well, essentially, either Fighter Jarvan or what I could call Assassin Jarvan. So the build is a bit different in my case. Essentially, actually, what it is if you build any cooldown reduction before on old Jarvan, it more or less mirrors what his Damascene Standard will be at max rank now. Because at 20%... it took off when it was at 13 seconds, 2.6 seconds, I believe, and now it, you know, so it'd go down to roughly 10 seconds total for the cooldown. Now it's just like baseline 10 seconds all the time. So yeah, if you're used to having cooldown reduction on Jarvan, if you don't build it, it's more or less the same now. If you build cooldown reduction, you know, it's all the faster. So incidentally, if you're kind of curious, we'll just show you how fast it can. Or how fast we can get this thing. I'll just build a little bit more cooldown reduction, and just, I don't know, sell you guys and find some more cooldown reduction. What can we build? Cooldown reduction. Let's build that. That's the best item ever. It'll go down to 6 seconds, so that's pretty crazy. That's sort of you. Yeah, the level of mobility you get off that is quite interesting. So as you can see, just kind of always spamming your stuff. Also, if you're wondering, the point at which you typically would max Damascene Standard, since it's the second thing you max, I've heard people say max shield or stuff before. It's a very, very minor opinion, but don't max your shield second. Just don't. Demacian Standard, you'll have it at max rank at about, or at exactly level 13. So that's a thing
now
there. So let's end the game before we actually lose. So, anyway, thanks for watching, guys. That's it for now. Actually, no. No, okay, we're not going to lose. Anyway, yeah, that's it for now. Thanks for watching, guys, and I look forward to playing this stuff in an actual game at some point. Right? I'm going to make you regret buffing Jarvan. Yeah, see you guys around.